Lucy sold shoes and t-shirts in her shop. The ratio of the price of a pair of shoes to the price of a t-shirt was 5:2. So this is shoe, this is t-shirt. Okay. The price of each t-shirt was $22. They gave you the price of the t-shirt. On a certain day, Lucy sold some items and collected this much. 1/3 of the items sold were t-shirts. How many shoes and t-shirts were sold all together on that day? Okay, we work line by line for this kind of question. Okay, so we start off with, we are given each t-shirt was 22, right? We know, so we can solve that first. So we have shoes is to t-shirt, and they gave us the ratio of 5:2, right? From here we can solve them already. So you can see that the price of each t-shirt was 22. So this one, right? This is $22. The 2 units is 22. How do I get units? Ratio is units already. You know this when they are in the simplest form. Okay. Wait, I'm adding students. All right. Then what we can do is we can find for the shoes first. 2 units is 22. 1 unit is 22 divided by 2, and I get $11. We want to find this, which is 5 units. 5 unit is 11 times 5, and my answer is 55. Okay, so this one we know this is $55, right? Now we need to go on to the next sentence. We know that this Lucy, she bought some items and collected a total of 792. So she collected this much. We do not know how many shoes, how many t-shirts, but she collected this much. 1/3 of the items sold were t-shirt. Okay, so if I have 1/3 t-shirt, then how many is my shoes? So you take 1 whole minus 1/3. This is my t-shirts. So the answer 2/3 will be my shoes, right? Like that, right? So let's use units. So shoes will be 2 units and t-shirts will be 1 unit. I use units from the numerator, right? So we know that from here, we're going to use grouping concept. One group of t-shirt, one group of t-shirt and shirt will be 2 units of shoes plus 1 unit of t-shirt. Okay, one group of items is this much. Okay, one group of items is 2 unit of your shoes here and 1 unit of the t-shirt from here. All right, and then we know that the t-shirts will be $55 from here times 2. Okay, so when you plus it with your sorry, not t-shirt, shoes lah. So this will be 55 times 2 plus 22. Okay, I'm finding t-shirt first. Okay, we assume either or. So I'm finding t-shirt first. So I get 132 plus $22, right? And I get, no, this is 110, sorry. 110 plus 22. Answer is 132. Okay, so I'm assuming everything is t-shirts. I'm assuming everything in the whole group is t-shirt. Now, once I get this 132, I can find the number of groups. Number of groups will be, you take your 792, you divide it by 132, and you get 6 groups. 6 groups of items. So once you know 6 group of items, I want to find the number of shoes and t-shirts. So I know that there are a total of 3 items, 3 set of items, right? 2 and 1. I get 3 unit. Okay, so I take my 6 and then I times it with 3 equals to 18 is my answer. Not this, not this. Answer is 18. Okay, by using like assumption. I assume everything are t-shirts, right? Okay, the figure below is formed by 3 overlapping rectangles. Rectangle P, the smallest one, rectangle Q, the medium-sized one, and rectangle R, the biggest one, right? The ratio of the areas of P to Q to R is 2:5:16. So you can tell, so this is smallest, right? So this is P is to Q is to R, okay? 1/10 of a rectangle Q is shaded. The area of the unshaded part of rectangle Q is this much. They give you the unshaded part. What fraction of the figure is shaded? The breadth of rectangle R is 16 cm. Find the length of rectangle R. Actually, it's an easy question if you know how to solve your part A. Okay, let's do it slowly. All right. So we have here P, Q, and R in the ratio given, right? This one, let's pluck it out. So I'm going to pluck that thing out. So area of P is to Q is to R is in the ratio of 2:5:16. Now, look at this fraction. Oops, sorry. Okay, now let's look at this fraction, the 1/10. Okay, so 1/10. What is this talking about? The Q, rectangle Q. I have rectangle Q, so I have rectangle Q here as well. Okay, now let's look at the units for Q in the fraction here. What does 10 units here mean? The total for Q. What does 1 here means? The shaded part, right? Now, what does the units or ratio here tell us? It tells us the area, the total area. This whole thing means total area of each P, Q, R. Look at Q. Q is 10 units. Look at Q. Q is 5 units. Are they the same? They are talking about the same Q. What must I do? Make them the same. If you did not make it the same, then you are going to be wrong. Okay, so we times 2 here. Once I times 2, this one becomes 10 unit. What happened to the rest? The rest must also times 2, right? I'm going to erase first. Because once I times 2 to one number in the row, the next items in the same row will do the same. Okay, times 2, here also times 2, equals to 4 is to 10 is to 32, right? Now we settle that ratio, right? Now we move on. So we know that I want to know the unshaded part because I'm given it, 135. So if my Q total unit is 10, right? Total is 10. And 1 unit is a shaded part. The unshaded part for Q will be 10 unit minus 1 unit. I get 9 units. So 9 unit is the unshaded area here. 9 unit is 135 cm squared. Wait, I haven't solved A. Yeah. So for part A, what fraction of the figure is shaded? Shaded part will be 1 over the total. The total of the figure here means the total. So if you look at it, which one is the total? Is it Q? Is it P? Or is it R? It is R. R is the biggest. R is my total. We look at R. R is 32. My answer for part A is 1/32. So both of them are wrong. The answer is 1/32. Okay, this is my answer for A. Now for B. So now I know that the unshaded part for Q is 9 units. 9 unit is the unshaded area there. 1 unit will be 135 divided by 9. I get 15 cm squared. Now, I want to know rectangle R, right? The big rectangle there. So the big rectangle is how many units? 32. 32 unit is 15 times 32. I get 480 cm squared. This is my area. I'm going to continue here, okay? So area of rectangle R is 480 cm squared. To get area, it is length times breadth equals to 480 cm squared. I know the breadth, but I do not know the length, right? So what do I do to get the length? Equals to 480 divided by 16. And my answer will be 30 centimeter. This is my answer. So Anas is right. This is wrong. Okay, so this is my answer for part B. All right.